I just went to this class this morning. It's through ClassPass, and it's called the Fitting Room. It's similar to CrossFit. And I looked around, and it was a lot of people in their late 20s. And something dawned on me, and that relates to spirituality. And I was thinking, why would you get into spirituality at that age? Because I remember myself at that age, I was doing the same thing. I had my whole day planned out. I was thinking, okay, but this at this hour I'm gonna go to CrossFit, then I'm gonna work. Then when the work is ending, fear of missing out. I'm going to a bar or to a club. I'm meeting up with friends, and it was a continuous, constantly thinking about what is next to do, and how do I not miss out on whatever my friends are doing, wherever they're going, what traveling plans we're gonna make. How do I make more money? How do I get how do I move up the ladder in the company? And obviously, you have a lot of energy at that time as well, and but you're not thinking about spirituality, and you have no reason to, truly. It's only when you reach mid 30s or your 40s where you start questioning, what the hell am I doing? And truly, you just get bored from going out. You get bored from going to clubs. You get bored from getting drunk. You get bored from making a lot of money, working 80 hours weeks and not being able to spend it. You just get bored from the hamster wheel that you put yourself onto for all of these years. And unless you do, unless you do get bored, you're not going to look into spirituality. So why would you look into spirituality in the first place? Is because you feel like there is no other choice at that point. That's how I felt. I felt so utterly unhappy with my life. I felt like I was in a hamster wheel. I was working a lot of hours every week, and that was for years. And yes, I reached all of what I wanted, but I wasn't I wasn't going to wait for my retirement to then get my retirement money and do the things that I always wanted to do. I just I just felt that there was a lot more to life than what I was doing. And so why would you get into spirituality? You would because you feel that there is literally no other choice. You feel like you have to turn to spirituality so that you can figure out what is it deep down within yourself that you need to uncover. There is something missing, and there is something in your life that you just can't figure out by sitting and thinking. It's just something deep down in yourself. Like you feel that you're unhappy deep down, and that there is more to life than what you have experienced so far, and that what you are experiencing, and you don't know what other way it's for you to figure that out but to turn to spirituality. So why would you get into spirituality? Because you're sick of your 9 to 5 job. You're sick of the hamster wheel that you have been on for many years. You're sick of recycling your toxic relationships or the same type of relationship that you have always been in. You're sick of living in a 3D world, and you're even sick of money. Like I made quite a bit of money with my career, and I just felt like that wasn't it. I thought there's got to be more to life than me sitting in my huge Upper West Side of New York City apartment and spending time thinking, where am I going to travel next? Or how am I going to get a better title or more money, and what's next to do? And you're tired of doing. You're sick of doing. You have been doing, just like the people that I was with this morning in my CrossFit class. That was me a few years ago. That was me. I was actually so proud of myself that I had a whole day planned. And also New York City is another extreme to that. It makes you even more extreme in this planning thing, because like I had a whole day plan. When am I going to wake up? To the second, to the minute, like where am I going to go to the gym? And then how long I'm going to work? What am I going to do after work? Who am I going to see? All of these things I had planned every single day. I had planned the week. I had planned the month. I had planned my travels. I planned everything. And it was all about doing more. What else can I do? And in that doing, you never turn to yourself to figure out what is it that your being is, who you are really as a person, as a soul. And when you turn to spirituality, it's when you start switching from the doingness to the beingness. And it's in the beingness where you start to understand yourself and you start to get to know yourself for the first time, really. And a lot of people cannot do that. A lot of people run away from that. And having all those plans and having all those checklists and lists of things to do for the day, for the week is like a coping mechanism, because they're unwilling and unable to sit with themselves and to figure out what it is that I want or that I'm supposed to be doing, and who am I and what is my purpose in this life. And you don't get to find that out while you are doing all of these other things to fulfill the time in a day and in a week. You get to find out what your purpose is by stepping back and sitting with yourself in meditation, or just sitting with yourself and asking those deep questions. Who am I, and what is truly my purpose here?